What's up, guys? You're watching Boy TV, and we are back with another reaction. Today we'll be reacting to Alice's Restaurant Massacre Part 2 by Arlo Guthrie. I reacted to the first part last year on Thanksgiving. Speaking of which, happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Thank you guys for coming to spend some time with me on this holiday. I was told by you guys that Alice's Restaurant is like a Thanksgiving tradition at this point, so I figured why not react to Part 2. I'll also put my reaction to the first one at the end of the video. If you are a returning viewer to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It helps out the channel a ton. There are 100,000 of you guys that watch my videos and return to my videos, but over 85% of you guys are not subscribed. I know it can be easy to forget because my videos just pop up. I do the same thing sometimes. If this is your first time to the channel, I am new to the rock genre, exploring the many classic rabbit holes, having a blast. If you want to join me on that journey, take a second to scroll down, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on your post notifications so that you don't miss a video when I post. It helps out the channel tremendously. And if you guys are interested in exclusive content or you want to ensure that I react to your suggestion, definitely consider checking out the Patreon. The link will be in the description. I have tons of reactions to classic songs that got blocked here from YouTube, songs that I know you guys would enjoy. That being said, let's get right into this video.
That's not why I came here tonight, though. I came to talk about the draft. You know, they got a building down in New York City. It's called Whitehall Street. It's where you walk in, you get injected, inspected, detected, infected, neglected, and selected. I walked in to have my physical examination one day. I got good and drunk the night before, so I looked and felt my best that morning when I went in. I mean, I wanted to look like the all-American kid from New York. I mean, I wanted to feel like, I wanted to be the all-American kid. And I walked in that morning, I was hung down, brung down, hung up, and all kinds of mean, ugly, nasty things. And I went in there and I sat down. Gave me a piece of paper, said, "See the psychiatrist, room 604. And I went in there and I sat down. I said, "Shrink, I want to kill." That's right, I mean kill. I mean I want to kill. I want to see blood and gore and guts and veins in my teeth. Eat dead, burnt bodies. I mean kill. And I started jumping up and down, yelling, "Kill! Kill!" And he started jumping up and down, and we were both jumping up and down, yelling, "Kill! Kill!" Until the sergeant came over, pinned a medal on me, sent me down the hall, said, "You're our boy." I proceeded on down the hall, getting more injections, inspections, detections, infections, all kinds of neglections, selections. I finally came to see the very last man after a long time. I was there for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, going through all kinds of mean, ugly, nasty trips, until finally the very last man sat me down and said, "Kid, were you ever arrested?" And I proceeded to tell him the story of the Alice's Restaurant Massacree, with the full orchestration and a 5-part harmony and the singing and He stopped me and said, "Kid, did you ever go to court?" I told him the story, the 27 8x10 colored glossy photographs with the circles and arrows and a paragraph on the back of each one, explaining what each one was to be used as evidence against it. Stopped me again and said, "Kid, I want you to go over and sit there on that bench that says Group W." I walked over and I walked over to the Group W bench. And Group W is where they put you if you may not be moral enough to join the army after committing your special crime. There was all kinds of mean, ugly, nasty-looking people on the bench. There was mother stabbers, father stabbers, mother rapers, father rapers, father rapers. Father rapers sitting there on the bench next to me, and one of the meanest, ugliest, nastiest ones, I'm talking about the meanest, ugliest, nastiest father raper of them all, came over and he sat down right next to me, and he looked me in the eye and said, "What'd you get?" I said, I didn't get nothing. I had to pay $50 and pick up the garbage. He said, "Kid, what were you arrested for?" I said, littering. They all moved away from me on the bench, all giving me the hairy eyeball and all kinds of mean, ugly, nasty things, until I said, "And creating a nuisance," and then they all came back, shook my hand, and we was having the most fantastic time on the bench, talking about crime, mother stabbing, father raping, all kinds of groovy things that we were talking about on the bench, until the sergeant walked in. He came in and said, "Kids, we want to know the 47 words, 47 sentences, the details of the crime, time of crime, and the other kind of thing you got to say pertaining to and about the crime. I want to know the arresting officer's name, the district court who's arrested, and the other kind of important information you got." And he talked for 45 minutes, and nobody understood a word that he said, but we had fun filling out the forms and playing with the pencils on the bench, and I filled out the Massacree just like it said to on the pencil, a piece of paper, and I wrote it down just like it happened, with the 5-part harmony and a full orchestration and stuff like that. Turned over the piece of paper, and there on the other side of the piece of paper, away from everything else on the other side, in the middle of the other side, in capital letters, underlined, quotated, read the following words. "Kid, have you rehabilitated yourself?" I looked at the sergeant. I said, "Sergeant, you've got a lot of goddamn gall to ask me if I've rehabilitated myself. I mean, I'm sitting here on the bench. I'm sitting here on the Group W bench because you want to know if I'm moral enough to join the army, burn women, kids, housing, children, villages, after being a litter bug." He said, "Kid, we don't like your kind. We're gonna send your fingerprints to Washington." And friends, somewhere enshrined in a folder in Washington, in the study in black and white, is a fairly good example of my fingerprints. The only reason I'm singing you the song tonight is because you may know somebody in a similar situation. Now, that's where you may be at yourself. And if that's where you're at, man, there's only one thing that you can do. Everything else has failed. You walk into the shrink wherever you are. You look them in the eye. You say you can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant, and walk out. Imagine one guy walking in, singing a bar at Alice's restaurant, and walking out, and friends, they know he's weird. They may not take him. But imagine two people walking in, singing a bar at Alice's restaurant in harmony. They may think they're both faggots, and it won't take either of them. Imagine three people walking in, singing a bar at Alice's restaurant, and walking out, and friends, they might think it's an organization. But what about 50 people a day? I said 50 people a day walking in, singing a bar at Alice's restaurant, and walking out, and friends, I think it's a movement. And that's what it is. It's the Alice's Restaurant Anti-Massacree movement. All you gotta do to join is to sing it the next time it comes around on the guitar. With feeling. You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. right in. It's around the back, about a half a mile from the railroad track, and you can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant, excepting Alice at Alice's restaurant.
Man, another captivating section of storytelling by Arlo Guthrie. I guess this isn't actually a part 2, just a continuation from the first half of this song, but it was still cool to see him perform live. I think the original that I reacted to has like the full thing, but this is definitely a great refresher for me because I kind of forgot parts of the original story. Hearing this again kind of reminded me how powerful this story is. The anti-war message here is outstanding and logical. I like the part where he's kind of like showing off his desire to be a soldier and a patriot, basically saying he wants to be part of the team, and then they find out that he has this thing on his record and they automatically lump him in with all the worst of the worst. So really just throwing out a potentially great soldier for something so minuscule. A lot of people have no desire to fight, and here he is with all the desire and he gets kicked to the side. But more importantly, he talks about the immoral things he would have to do overseas in the war. He said burn women, kids, and houses, but he's not good enough to do that because he littered. So it's really just so eye-opening and really makes you think about like this process. I also really like how he ties it all together with the song Alice's Restaurant. He said if one person sings it, they might look crazy. If 2 people do it, they might look like a couple. But if 3 people do it, they'll look like an organization. And then if 50, then it'll look like a movement. And that messaging is really powerful. He's emphasizing the amount of influence that people have if they all band together and stand as a united front. You guys let me know, is this a Thanksgiving tradition for you to listen to this song? And also, if you lived through this time, did you see any of these protests going on? People singing Alice's Restaurant? Let me know. I would love to hear the stories. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone watching. Hope you guys have a great time with family and friends. This is a powerful song. Great recommendation from you guys. If you guys have any suggestions, leave them down in the comments below. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy the content. And I'll catch you guys on the flip.